Welcome back to the 8:30 show. Aries Spears is back in the news with some controversy. He said it before, but now people really listen to what he said. And apparently he does not like Ice Cube,
How?
the rapper
Why?
or the actor.
Well, I wonder why. Like, what's the problem? He's one of my favorites of all time.
West Coast legend.
Top five for me. I love Ice Cube.
Yeah, Ice Cube's dope. I don't know why, but let's get into it and let's see what he says. He was recently on Big Boy. He was on Vlad as well, speaking of it, but let's check him out on
He's always on Vlad.
yeah, he's a regular guest.
Yeah, I see him there a lot.
Yeah. But this is him on Big Boy
All right.
from for those that remember Power 106 in LA. Let's get on into it. Let's see what he's got to say here.
I go somewhere, Aries in head, and people ask me, what's your top five? I don't do top fives. What's your goat? I don't do goats.
Want to see me shake this up real quick?
Go ahead.
Watch the comments. Now, when people talk about, you ask anybody, no matter where their region, give me a top five rappers. Pac's usually always in that list.
Right.
I don't ever put top Pac up there with the top rappers because when I think rap, I think lyricists. Pac was not the greatest lyricist. He was energy. He was passion. He made you feel him. If that nigga said, nigga, tear the club up, you wanted to tear the club up. Dear mama, you wanted to hug your mama. When you think about lyricism, Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, Jadakiss, my lyrics, spitters.
All New York guys you just named, by the way.
Right.
Jay-Z, I'm gonna quote him. New York, home of the spitters. New York is a spitters. I'm a admit, because I catch flack for this. I am somewhat East Coast biased.
Right.
I'm West Coast biased.
But with heavy validation. Name to me rappers who are better than the ones I just said.
For me, if I'm going, Ice Cube is a
I
lyricist. to me.
can't stand Ice Cube.
That's crazy. That's,
I'm not a fan of him lyrically. or
Blasphemy.
acting-wise.
Really?
He's the same. In
How much time we got left here? Because should I just tell him to leave now?
Let me
Or?
tell you something.
Right?
Tommy Chung.
That's
comedian Tommy
egregious.
Chung.
I know Tommy Chung.
Tommy Chung did a great joke. He goes, here's Ice Cube as a gynecologist. Hey, Miss Jenkins, I looked at your chart. Now get up on that thigh.
that's racist. I don't know how it's racist, but what you just did is racist.
It's racist and it's some cold shit that I'm not gonna sit next to you.
Whatever that was
racism.
Right?
He's a lawyer. I checked your honor. He wasn't even there
Oh man.
as a surgeon. Give me that scalpel so I cut into that spleen.
So you don't feel Ice Cube as a lyricist?
Not at all.
Wait a minute.
You don't think that-
One of the songs I hate the most, if it comes on, I want to shoot the radio. Today was a good day.
One of the biggest songs ever.
Hey man, I think when it comes, for one,
That's
Ice
right.
Cube is one of my favorite lyricists.
This is
Yeah.
So
Great guy.
not even on some great guy, lyricist, man. When people say what's the best diss song, I go straight to No Vaseline. for
That's
Ice
my
Cube.
camera right there, right?
To this day.
I go straight to No Vaseline, Ice Cube. The N-word you love to hate.
What the
All the
fuck?
shit with NWA. Ice Cube's America's
Bars.
Most Wanted album. One of the best hip hop albums
Don't
to me,
do
bro.
it for me at all.
Really?
No. No.
Yeah. I firmly disagree with Aries. He's not Ice Cube's not my top 5, but he's in my top 10. Because when you get to top 5, it you got to whittle that thing down. But most definitely Ice Cube is in my top 10. And
He's in my top five. For
Ice
sure.
Cube is in my top 5 for West Coast, but overall hip hop, he's in my top 10.
He's in my top five overall.
Yeah.
Yeah, blasphemy. This is blasphemous.
Oh.
I don't agree with anything this person just said. Like, it's crazy to me to hear this. I understand that that's his opinion and he has every right to his opinion, but come on. We're talking about Ice Cube, like, no.
Yeah.
He's so off the mark, like
Yeah.
completely off the mark.
Yeah. Only thing I can say is I agree with a little bit of his acting in that regard, but not the way he portrayed it in that parody of Ice Cube. I do believe Ice Cube does do himself a lot. Like 21 Jump Street, you know, he did himself, you know, he played himself.
No, I understand that,
But when he did Barbershop, classic. Fridays, classic.
I mean,
Higher
so
Learning,
does
classic.
Ice-T, you know, he's on SVU or some shit,
Ice-T
you
is
know,
always
he's
Ice-T.
exactly, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like he still plays himself, you know, so I don't know.
All About the Benjamins, classic.
Yeah.
Now, Biker Boys,
Not everything's gonna be a hit. You
Yeah.
feel me? As far as his acting goes, like it's not all gonna be a hit, and that's just with any actor,
Right along.
any rapper, actor. You know, like the transition.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just doesn't take.
No, absolutely.
But he's done a lot of great movies. He's
Mm-hmm.
produced a lot of great movies. Like the man is smart, and he's talented
Yeah.
in many ways.
I agree. And when it comes to the music, lyrics, now I don't know about his production skills. We're not talking about that, but
No.
lyrics, bar for bar, Ice Cube is one of them ones.
Phenomenal.
Legendary.
Yeah, like the
Legendary.
dude knows how to tell a motherfucking story.
He wrote for Eazy-E. Did we not? I mean, I knew it before they put the movie out, but did we not get this certified in the movie?
No, but you know, I feel like that's where he's coming from. He doesn't like them. You know, there's certain rappers that everybody, for me, hypes them up, and everybody's like, ooh, and I'm just like, shit's weak. You know, we all have our opinion of, you know, music.
I get it.
This is his opinion, as wrong as it is, but this is his opinion on Ice Cube, and you know.
But to me, Ice Cube,
Damn,
as a rapper, is as legendary as the figures he mentioned. Tupac,
yeah,
Jay-Z. I feel like if it wasn't for Ice Cube, there wouldn't be that type of shit.
I mean,
Cube
we're
started all
talking
this
about
gangsta shit.
gangster rap, like
Ice Cube started all this shit.
But you know, for me, it's not about being legendary and all of that. It's like you got the talent, you know, you got the bars, great, you know, and he feels he doesn't have them. I don't see how he don't hear it. Like he's tone deaf, but you know,
he lyric
deaf, whatever, rap deaf. Like that's crazy.
Well, Ice Cube did come out and respond, and
did he?
Yeah, let's let's get into a little bit of that. Let's dabble in some of that.
What's happening with you, man? Hey, I want to ask you something, man. I saw a comedian.
Even though he old, he still look young.
Speaking kind of bad about you, man.
Who is this?
Aries Spears.
Oh, that dude?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He said nothing.
Is he a comedian?
Yeah.
See, he never made me laugh, so
Damn.
I don't know if he a comedian.
Did you hear what he said?
What'd he say?
He said it was nothing about you impresses him. From movies to rapping, nothing at all impresses him. I'm like, wow, like what?
Ice Cube does nothing for me as a rapper and an actor. The song that makes me want to jump out of a window is Have a Good Day.
Today was a good day. Rolling down the street in my 6'4". Police didn't come bother us no more. You might as well have them say green eggs and ham. Sam, I am.
Wow.
Suckers usually don't like me.
Suckers, that's some
Like,
sucker shit.
The people that you know, they usually don't like me when they coming from that angle. That's cool though. You know, everybody got their opinion, and they all stink. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's cool. You know, he entitled to his opinion. It's the feeling is mutual. You know, I don't think he on anybody's list of top 10 comedians. You know what I mean, in the black community for sure.
Okay.
I don't even know if he's on the register with us.
Yeah, he hit that one on the
Look,
nail.
I know who he is only because he was on, what was the name of the show?
Mad TV.
Mad TV.
And Jerry Maguire.
And whatever. He was, yeah. What is it? He's D-list. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't even C or B. D-list. And, you know, we coming from the F list and shit.
But look, check it out. Check it out.
But still, like, for me, it's just, you know, to actually say it, it's crazy. That's crazy.
So I went and did some ghetto journalism, some make believe journalism, and I went to go see if Aries Spears has done any stand ups because I don't know. He's not my, again, like Ice Cube said.
He does.
Wait, no, hold on.
Okay, my bad.
Any stand up specials? Let me.
Oh, okay.
Because he's not a comedian that I'm checking for.
No, for
You know what
sure.
I mean? I like him when I see him, but it's not something I'm gonna go and be like, oh, let me check this special out. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you. And from what I know, he ain't got no specials. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
From what I know, he ain't got no specials. Obviously, you're about to tell me I don't know shit. But what I have seen him do is like Laugh Factory and that kind of shit. Yeah, the clubs.
Yeah.
And I've seen it through like, you know, Instagram and TikTok. That's the only play because I ain't looking for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And from
Interviews.
what I've seen out of interviews again through Instagram and TikTok, he seems angry and a hater. Like, you know, that's just how he comes off. But I could be wrong. I could just be the clips that I'm seeing.
Yeah. He's had two specials that I can find. One from 2011 and one from, I think, 2016 was the year.
So nothing current.
Nothing
All
current
right.
that I could find. So I was like, okay. And I was trying to see if I can find the numbers on it because, you know, numbers don't lie. And I couldn't find any numbers, of course, on the amount of streams. And I wasn't going to go to YouTube and see what the streams were because I want to see what it was when it came out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's see how good these things are initially and not when someone finds it 5 years, 10 years later and starts to look at it.
Yeah.
So I can find Ice Cube.
But of course.
So let's just go ahead to go to Billboard, and the infamous song "Today Was a Good Day."
Yeah.
That was on the Predator album, and as you see right here, I highlighted platinum certification, January 7th, 1993. This came out back in 1992, November 92. It was certified gold as well in 93. So I'm thinking it hit gold, it hit platinum really quickly, you know, so they certified them back to back. I don't know how
God damn, in 93.
I don't know how they certify them.
Double platinum in 01.
Yeah, but that's also with the streams and stuff. So I didn't want to count that. I didn't want to count that because that's the same thing I'm saying about Aries. You know, I can't go and look at what his stuff is doing. If I go to YouTube, it's going to be an accumulation of everything up to date.
No, I understand that, but that they're giving you the numbers right here
for the year that it came out.
Literally, what? 2 months later?
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
So yeah. So now let's scroll down. This is RIAA. You know, everybody should know what this is. This is, you know, where they certify these albums at. If you're a musician, you get your stuff. This is how you get your golds and your platinums, your diamonds.
All right.
So let's get a scroll and let's go to the song itself, because the song itself was a single. And here we go right here. As you can see, It Was a Good Day, June 1st, 1993, when it dropped. Yeah, it's certified gold. Gold, Daddy. Gold. I love gold.
Oh my God.
You know, 0.5 million. So 500,000 records sold just on the single.
Yeah.
On the single. So when he says that, the song is garbage, apparently it's not, because it went gold and the album eventually hit platinum
No, but
within the year that it dropped.
no, for sure. And that's great.
Yeah.
I understand why it went gold and why the album went platinum, double platinum, and the whole nine. I get it because it's Ice Cube and it was a fucking good day. But again, this is back to this man's crusty ass opinion. This is how he feels about it, and that's just what it is. Unfortunately, unfortunately for him, it's not true.
Yeah.
It's not. But everybody's opinion is everyone's opinion.
Absolutely.
And
just like assholes.
I want to say 0.5 million disagree.
So, and I say all that to say this. So, to me, I think that everyone in the world who listens to hip hop can agree that Will Smith's Summertime is a hip hop classic. It's a summertime jam.
Yeah.
To me, It Was a Good Day is a West Coast summertime anthem classic.
Yeah.
And I feel that this song alone, being gold and being on a platinum album, says a lot.
No, it
compared
does.
to what Aries is saying about his opinion.
The numbers don't lie.
No.
No.
And we can't find Aries numbers. We can't.
I get that. But he's not a rapper.
No.
He's a comedian and that's it.
Correct.
So
he's a comedian with 2 specials out. I didn't even know he had out. I know he does comedy. To me, he's a club comic. He does a lot. He stays on tour doing clubs, and that's great.
Yeah.
He's making his money doing that, and no knock for him for that. But I'll go see Tony Baker before I see Aries Spears.
yeah, for sure.
And I feel Tony Baker is a club comedian. He hasn't,
Yes.
hit that next level,
Yeah.
but I think Tony Baker is hilarious.
Yeah. No, it's just like for me, like I said earlier, you see a lot in a person's spirit and how they are and how they project who they are through comedy and all of that. And to me, he just seems like a hater.
Yeah.
And he talks a lot of shit and it's not that funny. But yeah,
I'll go see
I feel
Ryan
like,
Davis.
I feel like he's wrong, and that's my opinion, and I can have my opinion just like he can have his.
Yeah. Again, another comedian, Ryan Davis. I'd go see Ryan Davis before I go see Aries Spears. I was so thrilled to see that Ryan Davis had made it to Curb Your Enthusiasm, a stepping stone show for him. All these other comedians that have less time in the role of comedian, I feel, and Aries is at the bottom barrel.
Now, do you think that he says this for clicks, or do you think that he truly feels this way?
I think that he may feel this way, but I think that he says it in a way for shock and awe.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe Ice Cube just isn't his cup of tea, and that's great.
Yeah.
No hard, no foul. But to say that Ice Cube is not a lyricist, is crazy.
Estás loco.
For
real.
I even think Tupac is a lyricist. To say that these people aren't lyricists is crazy to me. You know what I mean? Maybe they're not his cup of tea.
I just can't imagine saying that with the
audacity.
No. With the history that Ice Cube has had, like he came out again, I go back to the very early stages of rap. Yes, he came out with NWA. He wasn't a solo artist, but he went out on his own after the whole situation with NWA, and look at him. Like he came out swinging. And it's because he wrote all of their fucking lyrics.
He was,
like
he was Superman video.
Yeah.
I was in the back.
Yeah.
Superman video.
He did his piece, but he was a part of a group.
Yes.
And he didn't come out looking like a chump. He wasn't a sucker, you know. He came out swinging, and he had such an amazing career after NWA. For me to hear that is just crazy.
It's very disheartening.
Like, well, I don't want to say disheartening. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, for somebody to say something like that about Ice Cube.
Yeah.
You know, after everything that he's done. And then the man goes into movies Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. You know, like, are you for real?
Higher learning.
What the fuck have you done? You know, not trying to diss him, but low key dissing him. What the fuck have you done that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, remember that movie Aries Spears was in? No, I don't. So, you know, that's where I stand as far as that goes. But maybe I'm biased because I love Ice Cube. That's one of my top 5s. Like,
I get it.
And to hear that is just insane. And it's ridiculous. And yeah, you telling jokes, motherfucker, for real.
Yeah. Well, and this is the reason why I decided to say, let me go and look at what that album did number wise and what that single did number wise, because the numbers aren't going to lie. If these things did something, then it's going to show, which I knew they did. But if they did something, then there it is that the masses are saying otherwise. Now you can go and look at the masses. Now you can go and look.
No, I'm thinking about what masses for Aries Spears. Like, what masses?
Now you can go and look at what I think I saw. And I didn't want to put it up because, again, I'm looking at what this thing did when it came out. I saw that Today Was a Good Day was like at 2 billion streams cumulative, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say, peoples. I got a speech impediment. Leave me alone. You want to fight about it?
So
I say all that to say this. Aries responded.
Oh, for real? Why are we sitting here talking about it?
Because I wanted
roll the next clip, please.
I wanted to intro that in like that. You know, I wanted to slide it in.
Man, you bullshitting. Let's go.
It's like silk, slide it on in. Hold on, here we go. Here's the response.
Yo, what up, it's your boy Aries Spears here. Listen, I want to have a conversation with y'all about a word that I think is so overly used and abused.
The fact that he now got to put on the Malcolm X glasses. He
was like, does this make me look smart? All right.
Let me put the Malcolm X glasses on. Record. I know what he's up to. I seen this before. Let's get back and let's hear it.
Aries Spears here. Listen, I want to have a conversation with y'all about a word that I think is so overly used and abused. Hate/hater. Because apparently I'm the poster child for the world's biggest hate.
Hold on.
If you look up the word hate, it's my picture.
Yeah.
When did we get to a point where, unless your opinion, and last time I checked as human beings, we're all allowed to opinions. At what point does it get to where, unless your opinion is favorable about a person or a thing and goes with the flow of everyone else, you're a hater? I don't understand that. Am I not allowed to have an opinion and voice it if it's not in the direction of everybody else?
But prepare yourself
Recently,
for
I was
the
on
label.
Vlad TV and I did an interview, and we were talking about hip hop and rappers, and Ice Cube came up, and I said, "Look, man, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube, musically or theatrically. I'm not a fan." And somebody sent me a clip where Ice Cube responded. He was on a radio show, and the dude played him the snippet. And the first thing Ice Cube says is, well, most suckers don't like me. Then he goes on to say, I never heard of this dude. Then he finishes by saying, well, he's just not funny. Well, you can't have it both ways. If you don't know who I am, how do you know if I'm funny or not? So you can't have it both ways. And for the...
Did he say that he didn't know him? I thought he said, I don't know about this dude, but I could be wrong.
Now, I want to pause it right there real quick, because he says something very, very important. He said, you can't have it both ways. but he wants people to have it both ways when it comes to him.
Well, yeah.
I don't mind that he has an opinion.
That's narcissistic behavior.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with him not liking Ice Cube's music or his movies. Great. But it's the way he delivered it.
Yeah.
And the fact that the way he delivered it is why he's getting the backlash.
Well, I mean, so like he's not happy about the hater label, but if you're entitled to have your opinion, just like I'm entitled to have my opinion right now about you.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like I'm over here hating on you, sir, because I don't agree with your opinion, but when we all express our opinion, whether it's in favor or not, prepare yourself for the label you're going to get from the people.
Yeah.
And this label is a hater. That's just it. And to me, that's just how he comes off. Not just with Ice Cube, with a lot of things, a lot of things that I've seen him talk about. He be hating.
He does.
He has his opinion. And again, just because you put it out there doesn't mean that I have to accept it, just like I'm putting mine out there and you ain't got to accept it. And I understand that. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But, you can't be mad that people are calling you a hater. You hating on this man. Like, what the fuck? What other label is there?
Yeah.
Undesirable?
That's
crazy.
I feel like if he would have just said, I'm not a big fan of Ice Cube and just left it at that, I don't think he would have gotten a backlash. But he went in and went on a tirade, and that's where it changed.
But that's what I'm saying. Por eso te digo, like, he does it for clicks. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, is he saying it for clicks, or is it because he just doesn't give a fuck and he's like, this is my opinion, boom. I don't know.
I think it's a little of both.
It could be, could not be. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But it just seems that way. And it may be that way. That's just how it's coming off. I don't know.
Well, let's get back into it.
We can't have it both ways. If you don't know who I am, how do you know if I'm funny or not? So you can't have it both ways. And for the record, I respect Ice Cube, the man. I respect Ice Cube in terms of what he's brought to the game. He's one of the pioneers. So hats off to him for that. I just said I wasn't a fan of his artistry. I never attacked him as a man. I never attacked him in terms of his character. I said I wasn't a fan of his artistry. Why am I not allowed to feel that way?
No.
Why is that?
But it's a part of him.
It's always funny. People call me a hater because they love to highlight when I say I don't like something, as though I don't have love for anything. Listen, I'm a fan of basketball. Just not a big LeBron fan. I respect him, but I'm not a LeBron fan. But I love Jordan. I love Magic. I love Bird. I love D Wade. So how come that never gets highlighted? When it comes to rap music, yes, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube. I love Jay-Z. I love Nas. I love Jadakiss. I love Snoop. How come that don't get highlighted? When it comes to boxing, I'm a huge boxing fan.
Because you had more opinion on that than you did on the ones you love.
I worshipped Ali. I love Roy Jones, who I know, and Roy's a fan of mine. So again, because I might not like something or someone, why is it hate instead of an opinion, a subjective opinion?
His feelings are hurt.
Is that how moist we've become as a generation?
No, you moist.
That we can't not like
Sucker.
something? That's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous that you on here explaining yourself. Stand on them 10 motherfucking toes like you were when you were hating on him. Yeah. Like, come on. You gonna sit here and defend yourself? I said what the fuck I said. Period. That's it. But you over here with your moist feelings explaining to everybody what the fuck you're trying to mean and what you said and blah blah blah, and who gives a fuck? You said what you said, dude. Like you expect people not to respond? Like, you're crazy. You can't have it both ways.
That's what he said.
I know, but he can't have it both ways. No. Just like he said about Ice Cube, he can't have it both ways. You're in the entertainment business. You're known, not well known, but you're known. And
Yes.
people are gonna have an opinion about what the fuck you said, especially if they're big fans of Ice Cube, as I am.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really know his comedy like that other than Mad TV. Like I said, little clips here and there. TikTok, Instagram, that's as much as I see about him because I ain't looking for him. They just pop up on my reel and I skip. You know, sometimes it stays and it's playing and it's in the background and I can't scroll in that moment. Why? Because I'm washing dishes or I'm cooking a meal. I can't do nothing about that. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, and I feel like the people don't come at him about the sports situation because music brings an emotional connection.
Yeah.
A lot of music becomes the backdrop, the soundtrack to your life.
Yeah.
And saying that you don't like one thing or one artist to somebody or to their fans who love them, they're gonna look at you like you're smoking crack cocaine.
And then he's talking about, you know, he said that he loves Nas, Jay-Z, Jada Kiss, blah, 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 Snoop Dogg, and all of that. But you weren't like saying anything other than I love them. But you proceeded to talk shit about Ice Cube and his artistry. His artistry is him.
Yeah.
That's who he is. That's what he built his entire life around. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy.
I think he handled that whole thing with Ice Cube wrong. I think the way he should have is, since he likes Snoop, what he should have said is, I'm not a fan of Ice Cube, but I like Snoop. I'm Snoop over Ice Cube. People wouldn't have been upset about it. But the fact that he went on a tirade saying basically that Ice Cube is garbage, that's where it's wrong.
But that's what I'm
because
saying.
he's not.
Like, that's what he said. Like, right now, he just said, you know, no one's saying anything about me loving blah, 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 blah. And they're just focusing on the Ice Cube thing. Well, you spent more time talking shit about Ice Cube than the motherfuckers that you love.
I didn't even know he liked
Maybe if you spent more time expressing how you feel about these other men, then nobody would give a fuck about what you said about Ice Cube. But instead, you wanted to talk shit about this man, and people are going to feel some kind of way about it. Now you're sitting here in your feelings, moist, as you say. Like, that's crazy. You can't have it both ways, buddy.
Yeah.
Just like you told Ice Cube, same stands for you. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It is. It's fucking insane to me. I'm low key heated. Like, I know, because he's trying to defend himself, but he can't, because he just
Cat's out the bag.
well,
You can't put it back. Can't take
it's
it
not
away.
about the cat being out of the bag. For me, it's a double standard here. You know, you're over here talking about Ice Cube. You can't have it both ways, but you can't either. And you just did pretty much the same fucking thing. Like,
You want it both
what
ways.
the fuck? What the fuck?
You want to have your opinion, but you don't want nobody to have an opinion about your opinion.
Mad that everybody else got an opinion about your opinion.
That goes against your opinion.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's why I'm like, I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
Who cares, right? Who cares what I think? But this is my opinion, and my opinion is your opinion is shit, because it's not for me. For me, as my own person, it's not valid.
Now, if he has an opinion about them comedy streets, I'll listen to him and I'll understand. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's his lane.
Yeah, that is definitely
That
his lane.
That is his lane. But when it comes to music,
I mean, I don't want to sit here and say that, because that music ain't my motherfucking lane. You know what I mean? But I know some hip hop, and mainly beginning hip hop. And yes, like he said, Ice Cube is a pioneer. You know,
what I mean by that is you can hear good music and you can hear bad music.
No, I understand, but you know, I just feel like this last little piece that he did, he should have kept that in his phone.
In other words, Aries Spears, knock it off. Knock it all the way off.
Yeah, he's entitled to his opinion.
Knock it off.
But
Knock it off,
so
brother.
am I.
Knock it off.
So are the rest of us,
Take
we
your-
don't agree.
Take your Malcolm X glasses, put them back in your glasses case, and go back to doing comedy. We don't want to hear this response. This was garbage.
Yeah,
as
no,
people say.
this was no bueno.
Yeah, he should have just stood on it and left it alone. That's what he should have did.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's just, as he would say, my opinion.
Yeah.
Got anything else to add to this?
Crazy. Yeah, he's fucking crazy. Peace.
Peace.
Wow. Blasphemy.
It was, wasn't it? Got you all riled up.